Yo, we are back. Our last video was about the Scott Patron 2022-23, the new models, and we tested a new bike. So as you could see, we have a new brother in the family of Scott. We have the new bike, the Lumen. I will not talk about this, but with the release of the Lumen, they updated the website. So when my last video was about the Patron 900, not the regular version, the 900. So today I'm gonna talk about the difference between the 2023 and 2022 and 23 Patron 900. They are both black bikes, but they are different. So I'm gonna talk right into this in a few seconds. And should I buy an ST version? That's the two things we're gonna talk about. So first of all, Patron 2022-23, and my previous video I talked about the bike, and I saw there were no changes in the bike. But now with the release of the new data, there are changes of the bike. First of all, we're gonna start with the price. I knew the price was more expensive. In euros, the price given on the website is 8,199 euros for the model 2022, and in 23 it costs 8,599 euros. So that's an increase with about 300 euros that the bike is more expensive. But the changes are minimal. But the changes they did are good, because the first change they did, and maybe also the only change they did, if you are into a bike, you saw that the dropper post was limited. The dropper post for a large and extra large was 150 millimeter. That was the same amount like a Genius bike. But for the new model 23, they changed it. So the large bikes go to a 175 millimeters, and an extra large go to a 200 millimeters. That is a very good upgrade. When I say very good, that's very good. The extra 25 is the best thing you can get on a Patron or a Genius. So I'm very happy for that. Otherwise, there are not much or there are none changes. Only I saw the chain guides. 2022 had E13 model, now it's an FSA model, but that are very small changes, and the weight also stayed the same. So you have a longer dropper, but the weight stayed the same. So now you can order the 900 and you will get a 175 millimeters for a large and a 200 millimeter dropper for an extra large. So excellent upgrade for the bike. What about the ST version? So for people that are in the running for a Patron, why should you get a Patron and not a Lumen? Why should I get a Scott electric bike or not another brand? It's your choice, first of all. But what I can say about Patron and Lumen, there are two different bikes. The Patron as a powerhouse, as a more heavy bike. It's 10 kilos more heavy than the lightest Lumen bike. It's another world, okay? You can go more downhill with the Patron, but the Lumen as a spark with like they show in their movies. It's a Nino Schurter, a little Nino Schurter inside that helps you in performance. So if you want to go to the Lumen, you are a normal gravel rider, 130 millimeters of travel. If you prefer the Patron, it's more bulkier, it's a heavy bike, it's a beast. You can do jumps on it, but you have another feeling, it's another dimension of riding. So I'm more an enduro styled rider. That's also why I got the Patron in order. And second of all, I'm not the bike rider that rides every week like 100 kilometers. I just train on when I have the occasion. I want to go up as fast as possible so I can go down as much as possible with my battery. That's why I got the Patron in order. Why should I buy an ST or not an ST version? If you buy the ST version, I hope you're a good rider and you know about setting up the bike, because the ST version, yes, it has 170mm travel, yes, it's more enduro orientated, and yes, it will have better performance if you can ride to the limit. My limits are not the limits of the bike, so I cannot benefit about the extra good grip to damper inside, and the 10mm extra wouldn't help me a lot more and the performance. What I will do, I will adapt my suspension. I will put more one or two more volume spacers, so when I land a big jump, it helps me put more compression into the dampers. That's the only thing. The second thing I will change also are the tires, because the original tires I talked about in my previous video are not that good. They are good, but not in my riding style. So an ST or a regular, you can buy the ST, you have more the performance, it's more enduro style bike, but it's more expensive and also more heavier. So we are looking at the 26 kilo range, I think 23, 26. It's all about what one you get, but it's more expensive and more heavy, so you can choose of those two bikes. If you have another question, you can post it below, and I try to help you to answer those questions. So see you later, and thanks for watching.